Hello, YouTube family. This is regarding supporting our troops. Do we support our troops or do we desert our troops? My name is George, and I'm talking to you today about a veteran named Erica Diggs. She has a 4 month old and a 9 year old son. They are all three homeless. She's an Iraqi vet who has been everywhere to try to get shelter for her and her family. I've known this woman for 2 weeks, and I've been trying to help her for the last 2 weeks. We went to the Veterans Administration, who sent her to a shelter, who the shelter in 3 days put her out because she was ineligible because she has so many addresses. But the reason she has so many addresses is because she is a veteran who does not stay in one place. When you're in the service, you get shifted from place to place to place. So you're here for a year, you're here for a year, you're here for a year. Nonetheless, I have been trying to help this woman and her 4 month old daughter and her son get a place of their own. Now, they have been in the system. The system has put them out. They've been to the Veterans Association Administration. I apologize, and they have not been helping her as they should. Now, this is an Iraqi vet who's been in the service for over 10 years. She came to New York to. She transferred her unit here to New York to get a new start on life or whatever, and it has not been the best time for her. She did have a place. She had a roommate. The roommate left, which meant that she had to pay all the bills, which she couldn't afford to do. They ended up being evicted. A friend of mine was telling me her story, and that's how I got involved in this. I said, "Oh, she's a vet. Oh, no worries. We support our troops. We support our troops. We will support our troops in Iraq. But when you come home, we will not support you." And if you think I'm telling not the truth, Google Nicole Goodwin. NICOLEGOODWIN. It was a New York Times article done in March of 2004, I believe. Same situation. Here we are in September of 2009, 5 years later, and nothing has changed. So where is the support? I believe that we deserted our troops. We have not supported them. We'll support you in Iraq. We'll desert you as soon as you come home. So many troops, we read about these things every day until you have to end up getting involved in it. And then you realize just what's not being done. As far as a veteran goes, and this is what I've found out so far. As far as a veteran goes, if you are homeless, we will help you. If you are single and homeless, they do not cater to families and homelessness because, God forbid, the whole family should be evicted because Uncle Sam sent the soldier over to fight for Iraq, to fight for whatever that they were fighting for over there. So when you leave here, you don't get the same pay. If you're making $50,000 here, you're probably only making $15,000 in the service. You send the money back home. Your wife is working, but maybe she wasn't working, or your husband's working, and maybe they weren't working the best of jobs, but the two combined help things out. Now, in the beginning, when this war first started, people was like, "Oh, we understand. Your husband's in the service, your wife's in the service. We'll work with you." But and understandably so, how long can you do this? Uncle Sam needs to get more involved in these troops' lives, make up for the difference that these people are missing out on. But right now, that's not my concern. My concern right now is trying to get this lady and her two kids a shelter, a home. She's not a. She's not. She's just homeless. She's employed. She's going to school. Her employment's not paying enough, and the school she's got. She's trying to better herself as she goes along with this thing. the funny thing is she has a 9-year-old son, and I'm quite sure, looking out at life through his eyes, here it is, my mommy was separated from us to go and fight a war that she didn't start. But that's what we do as soldiers. You say fight, we fight. She comes home. They move around a little bit. They come to New York thinking that life is going to be a little better, and come to find out that they're on the street. Now, the son, if I was the son, I would say, Mommy, you went to help the world. How come the world won't help you? Wow. What do you answer a 9-year-old when they say something like that to you? Mommy, you can defend the world, but the world can't defend us. She goes into a shelter. I know she went to a place a couple of nights ago. And you got to realize in these shelters, not everybody in there is sane. But she went into a shelter. They had bed bugs. They got bitten up. Went into one shelter. They locked her out because she didn't make something in 2 hours. Because she was running around trying to get permanent housing, and then running around also trying to work. And they tell you an hour or two before you have to be there, thinking that you're going to, I guess, stay in that room all day. And you have some type of hearing to go to, and if you're not there in 2 hours, then they're going to put you out or whatever. And they did that to her. Locked her stuff away. Couldn't get her stuff. Now she's schlepping a 4-month-old, a 9-year-old, and trying to get her stuff back and forth from one place to the other. And the sad part about this whole thing is that the people at these shelters, the counselors, just the people who are at the desk taking the information, are heartless. They are heartless, and it's a learned heartlessness that they have, because they figure, they've seen so many people, men and women, come through there trying to beat the system, that when someone comes in there that really needs the system, they just don't. You're just you're just a number. Next, no, everything is they're robots. They have no joy in their heart, and I guess they've seen the system being abused so much that they're just tired. So we all need to change how we are. There's a thing that on the radio show here in New York, Michael Bazin comes on, and it's called Pay It Forward. And I'm trying to, pay it forward. But my situation doesn't allow me to pay it forward for this young lady. So I'm asking someone out there in America to pay it forward for them if they can. You can contact me via email. George Thompson 11717 at yahoo.com, or you can reach me via phone 631-816-0734. Now currently she's at the Coalition for the Homeless, trying to see if she can get a bed for the night, and she has to do this every night. Sooner or later her boss will fire her, because how long will they do this? How long will the boss keep doing this? I serve a God that is a great God, and I know that He will prevail for this woman. I'm asking the praying people out there to please pray. Pray for her. Pray in her behalf. Pray in her stead. It says it takes a village to raise a child. Well, she's got 2, so I need 2 villages to come and help me help them. That's the bottom line of it. I was able to contact this woman, Nicole Goodwin, who was in this situation 5 years ago, and unfortunately, she cannot help me like she wants to. She can, everybody wants to refer you here, refer you there, refer you there, but nobody needs referrals. They need help. She needs a steady address. That's all she's asking for. She has a job. She's going to school. She needs a place that she can afford. She can't afford $1,000 a month. No, she can't right now. Section 8 she's going to try to get, but right now she needs a place to have a Section 8 for. The military gives you some type of Section 8, but you got to have a place.